I got some tofu, broccoli, white rice, yeah. Lots of carrots. Unfortunately, I think they used fish in the sauce, so much for being a fucking dude. You're talking in your mouth and you're cussing at the same time. Sorry, Tim. Dude. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you see that? No? Maybe if I shine the light from the back. This is on a piece of paper that Bill gave me earlier. It's about how they're putting a freaking ginormous Amazon facility over here, where there's at the edge of this beautiful nature preserve. Amazon, grotesque, Bezos, bozos. So I showed earlier why W and M are 13 and 23, their connection with the glyph of 3, and M is 13th in the alphabetical order, and W is 23rd, and they're mirrors of each other. One is up, one is down. The mem is where it comes from. Look it up. It's from Phoenician, which is the first known alphabet, or Aleph Beth. If you haven't researched the alphabet, you don't even know, the cornerstone of words, how the beginning point, all because words are sequences, chains of letters. You don't even know anything about the origins of the history of the letters. You know jack. So here's my plan, or my agenda for my campaign to take back the White House. First day I'll have a first day in office after inauguration. There will be an executive order on my desk, which will be basically that, which says here, you probably may not have been able to read it. Executive order, U.S. government abolished now. And then there's my signature, president's signature. Huh? Hey, did that right? You need a ride? Yeah. Ronnie sends that. I can't do that now. Why not? Because I'm on the cannabis and I'm live on my food show. And I'm packing my shit up to go. I'm going to Iowa tomorrow. All right. Oh, sorry, bro. Jeez. These are the people in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood. In my neighborhood. I'm currently cleaning up and organizing the Black Lodge here. I'm getting it ready for departure tomorrow morning for my quest, my magical quest on the Yellow Brick Road known as the American Highways and Byways. And we are questing for nothing less than the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Yes. And the first thing I'm punching into my flux capacitor that's over there, charging on the wall. There he is. I can see him from, whatever. You know what? I want to show you outside for a second. Nah, you won't even be able to see the stars. Like if I point the camera, you can just look through the window. It's dark. It's dark out. So I'm organizing my stuff, getting my stuff ready. I'm getting rid of just bagging up Garmonbosia and getting keeping shit lying around. No one's going to be coming into my place anyway for however long I'm gone. I mean, I'm not, moving. I have a 1-year lease for this place, but yeah, it's I'm due to go on the road again, and also to look. I've been kissed by the Wizard of the North, so I'm going to get safe passage to the center of it all, where the TM Transcendental Meditation Center is in the town. And I don't even remember the name of it right now, but that's what I'm putting in my flux capacitor. And you're just gonna go right there. I'm not gonna do it in one trip. I'm gonna do it in installments, and see what I can do about interstates and tolls. Avoid those, program that into the flux capacitor. I'm just gonna have a quest. I'm going on a quest, dude. Why do you have to? You're going on a magical quest, and you're look into all these. They're all looking into the future, coming through in stereo, and you're cussing. Well, this isn't a kid's show, though, Sam. I know, dude, but you're talking about the White House and you're cussing. You're not. You think you're gonna be in front of cameras with lights on, you cussing, and they're gonna take you seriously? Or they don't take you seriously right now, really, do they? I don't know. Do you? It's like Mike Buchanan's question. You want me to take you seriously? We were passing Wonderland Station. I'll never forget. And it was, like I said last time, it was like a riddle and wrapped in an enigma when I was 19 years old. I was like, I don't know. I don't really know if I want anyone to take me seriously, him to take me seriously, or anyone. Because, well, but now, I mean, I just didn't know. And I was immature, But, and who the hell heck is it at 19? Right? So, guy wants me to drive him to freaking Ronnie's Clam. Yeah, I need to ride to Ronnie's Clam. It's fucking 9:05, and I'm, I've been recorded. I'm like, I don't know how many hours today. A huge day. It's like I can't just. Maybe if it was like, can you please give me a ride or something? I don't know. That's why it's good that I'm part of why it's good that I'm going on this journey at this point, because I have been more outgoing, and after coming when the curtains opened and everything here, got to know the neighbors better than the people in my neighborhood. It's not all right. It's definitely, this isn't this isn't the Ritz-Carlton, let's put it that way. Not that I want to live at the Ritz-Carlton, but like I've been saying, need an upgrade. The show needs an upgrade, and I'm going on a quest for that, and to find the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Got the kiss from the Witch of the North, so for safe passage to the wizard. So, and I'm Dorothy and Toto put together, because as you can tell, I'm like Snoopy here. Oh, maybe that's my cue to read Charlie Brown to you right now. Nah, I'm not going to look for that right now. I think I put it in the. That's right. I want to read from this to you before I say farewell for now. And I don't know how much video or production I'm going to be doing on the road, or if any, because it's kind of it's just I'm kind of yearning for my own time, without like off cam. You know what I mean. I don't have to explain my my humiliation in my teenage station. Where's my flashlight? I don't have to explain humiliation in my teenage station. Okay, I mean, if you only knew what I've been through. And I know that you've been through hell too, everyone has, but seriously. It's a marvel to me that I'm standing here like happy right now. Like feeling good. It's a marvel. It really is, because even though it's, fucking whatever. I'm not going to keep going with that. I'm just going to read from here. What I just turned to from in the I almost said Unforeseen Beyond Time. It's called Foreseen Beyond Time. And this book found me, how many years ago was it now? The really kind woman who came with her daughter all the time brought me a whole box of books and left them, and they were in the back room at Trader Joe's waiting for me. So, man, these things are tight. I don't know how, like they're from, of course, they're made in China. Now it's telling me my connection's unstable. Maybe it'd be better if I go closer to the flux capacitor and just unplug this for now. It's been charged enough there. You know, like it's I consider it a miracle that I'm here before you, feeling well and looking forward to going on a road trip, because where I was at last year, not only did I not want to go on a road trip or have any kind of adventure, I didn't even see my life as an adventure anymore. That's been the only thing that's kept me going in my life at all throughout my life, is it being like a quest. And now it's more real and serious. And now I know why I always had that intuitive, instinctive feeling and knowing about it being a quest. Not just any old journey, but very specific, with specific, not things being sought, but ... I can't give everything away, so I'm just going to stop and read you this and then call it a night. I'll keep on. I got to get my laundry still dry, and I had to put take more from Mr. Jackpot's to get it second time to make sure my clothes get dry. I'm taking Mr. Jackpot's over there, the spring water bottle. Which oh shit! I should put something on his head. He's probably cold. Sorry, and I'm not taking the fucking anything that's going to get me in trouble on the road, with like other state jurisdictions. Don't worry, I'm going to be okay. That the fact that even has to be a concern for an American, for me or anybody, though, tells you how far we've come, how far we've descended. It's like, there's such a little feeling for an understanding about how threatened we are, America, and all of us. Even though this is, like I said, this is not America. There's Americana. There's a spirit, America. Democracy. Well, that's a kind of religious term. It means democracy, people rule. Demo means people, and cracy means rule. It means rule by the commons. And it's a kind of dream. It is the American. It's a dream of that. It has connected and tied with it always the term self-determination, right? I gotta go put a hat on Mr. Jackpot so he doesn't get cold. Things are getting weird, says Days of Noah. Is his title of his thing. Things are getting weird, buddy. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Sir, ye who is so wise that he can just, with the wave of a hand, dismiss gematria and dismiss esoteric and occult studies and occult science. And, because, I've been born again as a Christian, as an identified Christian. Check out Krishnamurti and what he says about that, Mr. Noah, Days of Noah. You're in a daze. That's why. And all of those who are tuning into you and obsessed with your watching you live are in a daze as well. Dazed and confused in a kind of, in an unbalanced mindset, which is so sober that it doesn't have any real playfulness to it. And it's got this huge charge of foreboding all the time. I bring that too. I bring the heat and the foreboding and how dark our time is and all of that. But you'll notice I'm playing as well. I'm being silly and playful because there has to be balance between your soberness, your seriousness, and your gaiety or levity. Time to go back to Webster's. That's what you need to be reading, not the Old or the New Testaments. I just said testaments. Because that's what they are. I bought this hat to take with me, so just to make sure that whatever happens on this journey, I never forget where I came from, and that remember that it's in the water where I came from. This is a Sturbridge hat, Sturbridge, Massachusetts. I do love this place, Charlton and Sturbridge. I love Sturbridge Road in Charlton and Charlton Road in Sturbridge, and I have no intention of, like I said, I'm not skipping town or nothing, or anything. Starbridge, Massachusetts, I've taken that with me. Cap, I'll put that on right now, actually. Like I used to wear it all the time, like the catcher. I'll put it this way so you can see the Sturbridge. I'll put this light on over here. I mean, I might pop in for live streams sporadically or something while I'm on the road, like at hotels. I don't know. Whatever I feel like doing at this point. Like I've been saying, I'm not on the clock. And the clock is equivalent to this. Being on the clock is being on the cross. Look at your clock, not your digital one, but the one that's a full 360 and the 12 hands, the 12 positions, all indicating the positions of the sun throughout the day. Markers of the sun's movement through the peak of high noon, to the valley of sickness, from heaven in the head to hell in the heel. When you're punching a clock, by the way, instead of punching the clock, why not punch your boss? You're on the cross. That's what the clock is. Time, T. It's being bound, being squeezed by the sphincter of time, being tied tightly to a linear one-way axis, so that you can't get into your spherical holy wholeness. It's not a nice thing being on a cross, nailed with 9-inch nails. Come down off the cross, we could use the wood. Come on up to the house. This I did it was recovered last year. My mom had it in a big, she still has more of my early art from my early 20s. And this is one of them. This is from the year 2000. This will be staying here, hung right down here. I love this one. I love them all. All these like old, because they're like relics now, and they're like they have lives of their own. What we create. I'm not saying this isn't beautiful. Look at it. It's a flux capacitor. That's what it is too. It's about time. Saturn. Jesus is equivalent in mythology to Saturn or Kronos through time. Why he's nailed to the T, the time of the cross. He's time, bound, nailed, stuck, locked out of eternity, locked out of that which gives one freedom while in time, the dimension of eternity, which enables one to time travel with one's consciousness and not be stuck in the A to B always, and just in this mode of being, again, stuck, nailed. In December 20, this is page number 96 I turned to. In December 2012, during the Mayan alignment, while at his hidden mountain installation in the Swiss Alps, in keeping with his ability to enter into any time zone of his choice, the Master of the Light accompanied Talor and her science team into the year 2137. 130 years from the date this initial report had been compiled. 2137 is the year when Neptune and Pluto formed a rare opposition in line of fixed stars Antares and Aldebaran, respectively.
he entered, the Master of Light, entered the installation walls via the rainbow vortex, where he could view the holographic situation room in 2013. The information floated inside the crystal viewing screen as he studied the complex movements of the planets and understood their influence on the humans on the planet down below. I just gotta take some of the CBD here. So I still have a good amount of this left. Take with me. I'm not gonna take a lot of it right now because I just gotta start conserving it a little bit more. Maybe I'll just go buy it. I want to leave early tomorrow though. I could find somewhere. I could drive to Reno, right? I could drive to a state where they have it. I'd be humming all the way there. It has a nice little flavor to it too. This is called Relax. It's oil drops. It's CBD with a couple other. CBD, by the way, is not mind altering. It's a non-mind altering compound from the cannabis plant, and it's been demonstrably, scientifically, that our anatomies, our physiology has an endogenous cannabinoid system. Excuse me, Mr. What do they call you? Days of confused of Noah. Do you know what the endogenous cannabinoid system is? Do you know what cannabinoid means? Do you understand that we are like hybrids with the freaking cannabis plant, and we have neurochemistry that matches the compounds in the magic mushrooms, and why they're actually called magic, because they really are. Because there's a magic dimension to the material universe, and it's what God is, love is. And you're not even talking about that. You're just, what the hell are you talking about? Who are you serving, really? You serving love? You giving it away? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. How come everybody want to keep it like a Kaiser? You're not doing what, you're not following him. You're not giving it away. No, you're not. Because you don't have it to give away. You have your ego and your attachment, your fixation to your identify, your tag. I am Days of Noah and I'm a Christian. I'm born again Christian. You know what it means to be born again? It means to die to who you were and come into who you are. Die to the false mask of the ego, the chronic muscle tension of I am this particular, I am this and that, and I have to always do what this and that does, and I can't go off of this script ever because I am a Christian. I can never think of Buddhist thoughts and nudist thoughts and Hindu thoughts and Mayan and whatever thoughts. Christian. I'm Christian. Thank God I'm not. Thank God I'm nothing. I got no look. There's a space for a tag here, but there's nothing in it. Onto the screen, advanced 2048. Pluto opposed Uranus in the same axis it did in the year 5 BC. The Master of Light reminded the gathered Time Lords what 5 BC meant in the bigger picture of the eon rotation. This exact alignment from Pisces 9 to Virgo 9 is in effect once every 2,000 years. His intricate communications were complete concepts of telepathy. He began his silent explanation giving an overview of the events in terms of planetary and cosmic dimensions. Now imagine that 2,000 years ago, a few timeless and guided wise ones in Aramea, call them sages or seers if you like, were holding interesting talks, kind of like Krishnamurti was doing, during the last century in India, England, Switzerland, or California. But the original or ancient dialogues we are talking about here were held in what is now known as the Middle East. Krishnamurti gave talks that could be taped both on audio and video, and he attracted a wide variety of people to him from all walks of life, some of who became seers and sages in their own right. Krishnamurti's teachings, I guess I'm having to eat my words when I was being a little critical of Krishnamurti. I was kind of mocking him a little bit, and I mean, considering he's unbalanced a little bit on the serious side, maybe I was unfair to do that. I don't know. I don't know everything. I am everything in miniature, just like you, but I don't know everything. That's why I'm going on this quest. Not because I want to know everything, but I want to know more, and I want to meet the wizard in the middle of the country. Krishnamurti's teachings could not be altered and rewritten. He published his own talks into his own books. So we have an advantage in this century to read, hear, and see the original words, still carrying the original undiluted meaning. Emmanuel, better known as Jesus, gave talks, but his interactions with the people on earth were not recorded on video as he spoke, leaving space to later change and dilute his words and teachings. Okay, days been confused. Listen to this and you won't be anymore. And all of your legions of followers, like the other one, I'm just picking a couple, like when I talked to him and Enter the Stars. He's not taking you to the stars. No, he's not. Because he's not singing and dancing with you and playing with you too. There's got to be a balance. He's not doing any of that. He's all serious. No silly. And that's not balanced, and that's not healthy, and it's not going to help. And they don't consider things like this. How all of those words that Emmanuel said are secondary and not direct, like this is direct. You can't take what I'm saying and make and say, oh, maybe it was this or that, and then rewrite it. No, because it's right here. So this is talking about. Now imagine that 2,000 years ago, scribes were actually recording the talks of the sages as they spoke of highly unusual things, such as the stars, the planets, and deeper cosmology. The guy's called Enter the Stars, and he completely dismisses astrology. Even on the first page of the book on Genesis, it says God created the stars in the gods, Elohim, plural. The gods created the stars in the sky as for signs and for seasons, which is astrology. So I'll see you later. I hope you're well and have a good night. I'm going to hit the road tomorrow. I got to get to bed, got to get my stuff packed. And later. Love you. Namaste.